Atanu with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with Yolkstar Ornaments and Gifts. Since 2008, they have been providing the artistry, hand-painted ornaments from Eastern Europe. I'm here with Lucy and Randy. Thanks, folks, for joining up with us. Why don't you share with us how you got involved doing this?
Well, like I said, I was living in Ukraine, married my wife in Ukraine, and I lived there for 11 years before I ever came back to America. So America was kind of a different place, and so I always wanted to buy a special ornament for my daughter, and their Santa Claus is not red, it's blue. And so I was looking for a blue Santa Claus. And I found one, but then we thought it was too expensive. Didn't buy it, went back the next time, it was gone. And so one of my things that I did in Ukraine, I taught English to IT professionals. And one of my students, he came to class one day and he had the ornament. And I said, well, where'd you get that? He says, well, there's a factory that makes these. And so I was excited. I mean, wow. I went home and told my wife, I said, we could sell these in America. About 6 months later, she says to me, Randy, let's go out and visit that factory that makes the ornaments. And I about fell off of my feet, the floor, or wherever I was. I was really surprised that all of a sudden she decided that that's what we wanted to do.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. Obviously, she'd been thinking about it, even though she told you no on the forefront. Let me ask you this. Obviously, you decided to launch out and do this. Let's start off with the name here, Yolkstar. Why don't you share with me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Yolkstar, you think yolk, it's yolk, like egg yolk. No, it's not true, because yolka in Russian, it's a tree, it's a Christmas tree. And it is actually my last name. So everything was pointed to the Christmas for us. So we decide Stark is his name. So we put this together, Yolka and Stark, make it Yolkstar.
Wonderful. That is a great story. We've got you here at one of the bigger Christmas shows here in Colorado, but you guys have expanded your audience, not only here in Colorado, but to a few other cities as well. Why did you feel that was important to share that with others?
Well, it was kind of out of necessity. We started here in Denver. We brought ornaments, glass ornaments, and they were really unusual because Ukrainian ornaments, they were new to Ukraine, but they painted with their natural folk art. Okay. And people would come up there and they'd say, wow, I've never seen one. I'd say, are they Polish? And of course, people who were Ukrainian, they would come up and they recognize them. Sure. And so they were moved by it. And so that's all we had. We sold ornaments. And then the next year we decided that, or my wife decided, that there was a show in Philadelphia.
One of the things, you started out seeking a particular gift for your daughter. Now you're basically out there going in the back roads of the Ukraine, all across Eastern Europe, looking for many gifts for a lot of people. I mean, is the hunt really kind of part of the fun?
Yes, you see, we start with glass ornaments like over here, and then we expand to wooden ornaments. Wooden ornaments, painted ornaments, carved ornaments, and now we even sell chicken eggs as the ornaments. They are all painted by hand. They are nice, they're different. So each year, actually, we add different type of product to our display. I'm actually new to retail. I was working in financial area before, and retail is very different. You always have to bring something new to people. I don't know, maybe I can't explain that, but this is how it works. So each year we bring something new.
I see around me a lot of different ornaments, some gifts. Let's start off first of all with some of these glass ornaments. We're talking about ornaments here that are mouth blown. I mean, that's a technique that really goes back all the way back to when we're talking BC and AD. Something that's been going on a long time. Is that something that really attracts a lot of folks, and is that quite interesting to showcase?
Well, it does, because when you explain it to them, that how the people physically blow the glass, they're not Chinese perfect. So each ball, it has a different shape, and you can look at it. And then the painters, they individually paint all of those. And so they give a warm character. So each one of those are different. They may appear to be the same, but they're different. And that's what people like. And what she does, she can personalize them. They want their name on them and things like that. She personalizes them. And then so back in Philadelphia, she's got quite a following because families have bought an ornament. They come each year to add to their collection. And so we go to these special shows because people can find something unique. It's not like going to the big box stores and doing that. So, and as my wife was saying, as we were traveling around Ukraine, we meet these artisans that produce all of these things. And so none of this is mass produced. And so we've met about 95% of the artists personally.
I mean, like you said, nothing is mass produced here. Everything you see pretty much is natural materials, if you will, and that's what makes it unique. Is the fact that people are able to pick these up and look at them. I mean, when I look at something like this that is handmade, it's almost like you almost feel a connection to the actual artisan who made this. It's almost an extension of their story, if you will. Is that kind of what you felt as you've worked both sides of that?
That's true, yes. And, when meeting these people, I always ask them to take pictures of them because we've been writing blog about our travels, people we meet, and it's at our website. And we publish some pictures, information about the artists, so who is interested, they can read more.
Obviously, a lot of ornaments I see around. That's what we started out with, talking Christmas ornaments as well. But you've got a lot more than just ornaments. You've got some great gifts here as well. Let's start off with one of the more popular, which is the Russian nesting dolls. Why don't you tell me the story of that a little bit?
I'm going to go ahead.
Okay, Russian nesting dolls, wooden dolls, and the other name for them is matryoshka dolls. And matryoshka in Russian, it's a matrion. Matryoshka, matrion of the family, so it's always female. That's why the shape of the doll is like that. It's very feminine. Yeah, and why nesting? Nesting, it's not. It actually came to Russia from Japan, because Russian Tsar received a gift from Japan. It was traditional Japanese doll, nested doll, like a monk, one inside the other. And he loved this so much that he ordered to the artists who was serving his court to produce something like that. And they come with the idea of matryoshka doll. So it was many, many years ago, but now this art is so sophisticated. You can see these nesting dolls painted. Sure. We have them carved. We have like collectible, unique pieces. And again, we meet with the people who do them. And we have actually different price range for these dolls, from very small and low price to very expensive collectibles. So everybody can find what they want in this little shop that we have here.
I mean, like I say, I see obviously quite a bit of Christmas decor here, but I also see from ornaments all the way to eggs. I mean, share with me what these eggs are called, and is this something that is given year-round, or is this given around the Easter season as well?
Well, yes, I always mispronounce the name, but the egg was the beginning of life. And so what they would do, if I give you an egg, a painted egg, you come to my house, that was to wish you the best, good fortune. And so that was to honor you as coming to my house with family. But then they'd also use it in their crops. They would put the eggs within their crops, wanting a good harvest. And so that was another tradition that people have missed, that, an egg is an egg and things of this nature. But going back to the Russian Tsar, when he saw the matryoshka, he wanted to make it something Russian. So you see the collectible ones, they're all fairy tales. So each doll is telling a story. We have this big egg here. That's the heart and soul of Ukraine folk art.
I mean, when you're talking about giving a gift like that, it's kind of neat because we're talking about an heirloom almost, something that you would pass on from generation to generation. I would imagine these artisans are basically passing on their technique as well, generation to generation, and that's kind of a neat thing to share. I see around me here, like I say, ornaments, but I also see even home decor. I mean, you've got some great home decor. I see wall plaques here. I also see some candle holders. And share with me some of the other unique gifts that people are able to find here. And obviously, they can get these year-round because you have a website as well.
Yeah, we have traditional Ukrainian carvings in our shop and here on display. So this is wood carving that made by people called Hutsol. Hutsol, they are Highlanders living in Carpathian Mountains of Ukraine. So they carry this art for generations from father to the son by centuries. And it's traditional design they have. They use traditional technique to produce them. And we always go there directly namely to the mountains where these people live, because they still live traditional lifestyle.
What I notice here, I mean, there's got to be something said about actually holding some of these items. I mean, almost like you say, a connection. And obviously, a great place to start is with children. I see some great knitted toys you have here for kids as well. Tell me about the popularity of those.
Oh, this is very new product. Sometimes we met the people who start the company. It was young people who decide to produce their own doll when they have their own first child. They found that there is no natural, like eco-friendly doll. They were not able to find them, so they decide to produce their own, and here they are. Now this company is working for about something like 10 years, and they add new designs each year. Different, so we have samples from different collections from this company, and this is very good toys for little children aged from 2 years old. They can play with them, they can develop their skills, social skills and other, and this is very safe. All dolls certified of child safety.
Quite a different feel when we're talking about a soft toy compared to the plastic ones you see made nowadays. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. First of all, what you're going to see is their website. Keep in mind, obviously, the first place you want to check there on the website is their event tab. They will let you know basically where they're going to be, where they're going to be set up, possibly an event close by you. And if not, you can also order year-round right there on the website. They've got a complete shopping cart there, and you can check out all the products they offer as well as the different categories as well. Like you had mentioned earlier, Randy, obviously, I imagine one of the perks of living on two different continents is the fact that you actually get to meet a lot of these artisans. I mean, really being able to meet the folks that you're supporting their marketplace and showcasing their work. Is that one of the most favorable things you enjoy?
Well, that is because, as my wife says, you travel, many of these artisans are living, modern world hasn't caught up with them. And they still use the horses to do their farming. Now they're beginning to get scooters and things like that to, and the richer people have the tractors and things like that. But they go about doing their agriculture pursuits. In the summer they'll do their agriculture, and then in the winter time, they will do their carvings and things of this nature. And so we like the fact that we deal direct with them. We buy their product, and they get the money. So no middleman we deal with. We know once we buy a product, then it's our responsibility to pay the customs, send it to America, and can we sell the item that we can make a profit. But it's good that we're helping them. Absolutely. For their lifestyle, and they become our family. Right. And so is it, and we go back and we see them every year. And so is it,
It'd be kind of hard for you to choose probably which one is more enjoyable, that of actually being over there and doing the hunting, finding what to do, or coming back over here and sharing with the folks back in the States. Which one would you pick if you had to pick one?
It's like two sides of one process. And as I always say, we have seasonal business. So this is season of hunting and season of selling.
That is wonderful. Viewers, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their contact information right there. We're talking about a website that is open year-round, but if you actually want to come in, touch and hold and really connect with some of these artisans from back in Eastern Europe, specifically in the Ukraine. This is a couple that has been bringing these wares, if you will, to the folks here in the United States. Check out the website there. You can see the events, all the dates they have coming up of where they're going to be. And this began back in 2008. Just a year prior to that, looking for a gift for his daughter, led them down a journey and a road that basically will put some great pieces of work in your home. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.